Hi, I'm Danny Syring with FloodGate Medical. And boy, doesn't it feel like we just wrapped up our Buzz Report from HiMSS 2021 in Las Vegas? Well, just 6 short months later, I'm here to share another edition of our Buzz Report from this year's HiMSS conference in beautiful Orlando, Florida. You might remember that last year, HiMSS suffered a shortage in attendance, especially on the provider side, due to the Omicron variant spike a couple weeks before the event. This was certainly not the case this year, as the energy was unmatched, and there were close to 1,000 exhibitors and roughly 25,000 individual attendees that showed up in Orlando. Companies large and small alike showcased new software, hardware, and everything in between. If you weren't able to make the show this year, or you just didn't get as much time to float around as you would have liked, I'm here to share with you some of the top technology that I came across at this year's HiMSS conference that I believe will have the biggest impact on health IT in 2022 and beyond. The first technology I want to spotlight is by Certify Health. They feature solutions geared towards improving the patient experience in the hospital. They have tech all across the board, from patient communication to patient authentication. I took interest in their fully integrated check-in kiosk targeted at hospitals. This solution empowers patients to start their care journey by using their smartphone ahead of their trip to the facility. Snap a photo of their driver's license and a quick selfie. When they arrive at the facility, they'll be greeted by one of Certify Health's kiosks that will authenticate them by just scanning their face. They'll be able to check in, pay their copay, and perform other activities that would have previously taken up valuable clinician time. Tech like this might seem trivial at first glance, but can be critical in a post-COVID world where facilities have been plagued by clinician burnout. This will allow clinicians to spend more time where they are most valuable, with patients. Next, let me take you on a trip inside the surgical suite to talk about Caresyntax, who are on a mission to make surgery smarter and safer. Who can't get behind that? Their solution captures the full spectrum of surgical data from inside the operating room to provide total visibility into the data that can increase workflow efficiency, patient safety, and overall surgical performance. Their CX Prime platform is a vendor-neutral platform that collects data from multiple sources and puts it into one centralized place for analysis and optimization. Of course, this platform can be customized by hospital or by region, and it's a fit for any facility looking to increase surgical efficiency. Imagine the power of a globally connected operating room that can stream surgical video and data in real time to hospital admin, teaching institution, and other key places for continuous improvement. Staying in the world of analytics, Certify Health had a large footprint at the show this year. Their solutions for both payers and providers continue to be critical as we move more and more towards value-based care. Their Certify Care platform for providers helps to identify the drivers of unnecessary variation across facilities and physicians, while prioritizing the highest impact areas across the continuum of care. It even allows you to compare performance with peers with their benchmarks feature. More and more facilities, large and small, are going to continue to adopt these types of features moving forward, so these continued innovations are crucial. Of course, remote patient monitoring was a huge topic of discussion at this year's show, like it will be for many to come. One RPM solution that stuck out to me was the introduction of BioIntelliSense's rechargeable bio button. This technology allows for the continuous monitoring of over 20 vital signs and physiologic biometrics for up to 30 days on a single charge. Wow, I can't even get my smartphone to make it through the end of the day. As is with the goal of any RPM solution, this will allow for early identification and detection of adverse trends in the patient's health to ensure they're treated before it becomes a larger and more expensive medical event. The theme of reducing clinician burnout and healthcare shortages continues with this tech, as it will reduce the tedious and costly burden of clinicians collecting patient vital signs with the BioButton's automation of routine vital sign collection. I'm excited to watch the rollout and the impact that this will have on the market for years to come. Transitioning to imaging, RamSoft released their Omega AI VNA, which stands for Vendor Neutral Archive. This enables the exchange of images and data between healthcare organizations anytime and anywhere. Their UI is extremely intuitive and easy to use so that providers can see a full picture of each patient's health with ease. Even with gaps in data and error in records, their AI understands and identifies who patients are across a healthcare enterprise and matches the proper record. They also showcase their QR Snap technology that allows health systems to speed up and simplify the transfer of images. We've all used QR codes before, And this gives the provider the ability to embed that QR code into the patient records seamlessly so the patient and other providers can access those images easily. Very cool. The final piece of tech I want to highlight is from Zeto. Although it was their first HIMSS conference, they had some of the hottest and most advanced tech at the whole show. Zeto is the proud manufacturer of the first true dry electrode EEG headset approved for clinical use by the FDA. It looks strikingly similar to a bike helmet and drastically improves the access to care for both patients and providers. Cuts down overall session time by reducing setup and teardown time, and allows the physicians to use the device more frequently and see more patients. Although popular with all patients, they've seen even greater success with children and patients with traumatic injuries, as it's not intimidating like the typical sticky electrodes can be. Not only is the device convenient, but it also has zero compromise when it comes to signal strength or accuracy. It's just the beginning for Zeto, but you can tell they're on the brink of something huge, and I'm excited to watch them grow. Now, these have been just a few of the top pieces of technology that I came across and found interesting. However, I'm sure I missed plenty of others, as there was a lot to take in this year. Drop a comment below on what you might have found interesting that I missed, and I'd love to learn more. That's all I've got for now, but stay tuned for more buzz reports from other shows as trade show season is just getting started.